So today, we're going to break down a really simple but honestly incredibly powerful protocol. It's designed to completely reset your internal clock and just transform your energy levels. It's called the 10-3-2-1-0 sleep protocol. And trust me, it might just change the way you think about rest forever.
Okay, let's kick things off with a question that I'm guessing is going to hit home for a lot of you. Are you waking up tired every single morning? You know that feeling, right? That groggy, exhausted feeling, even when you swear you got a full night's sleep. Well, here's the thing. It's not just about how long you sleep, it's all about how you prepare for it.
So what if I told you there's a simple countdown that some of the world's top performers, we're talking elite athletes, high-powered CEOs, use to guarantee they get that deep, restorative rest every single night?
It's a method that works just like a countdown, and it all starts with the number 10.
Then we go to 3.
Then 2.
Then 1.
And we finish at 0. Yep, this is the 10-3-2-1-0 method, and right now we're going to break down exactly how each of these simple steps works to unlock the best sleep you've ever had.
Okay, let's dive right in. It's time to decode this countdown and really get into the specific rules of rest that make this whole system just so incredibly effective.
So, the very first step, tied to the number 10, is super simple but absolutely non-negotiable. 10 hours before you plan to go to bed, you have to cut off all caffeine. And that means no more afternoon coffee, no evening soda, and definitely no energy drinks. They're completely off the table.
So why 10 hours? What's the science here? Well, caffeine has a half-life of about 5 hours. That means 5 hours after you drink it, half of it is still swimming around in your system. So it takes a full 10 hours for it to finally clear your bloodstream. And as long as it's active, it's literally blocking the receptors in your brain that are supposed to be signaling that it's time to get sleepy. Okay, let's move on and see how this all builds. Our next number is 3. So, 3 hours before you plan to hit the pillow, it's time to stop eating big meals and to stop drinking any alcohol.
Now this one is so important. Here's why. If you've just had a huge meal, your body's number one priority is digestion. It has to be. And that process uses a ton of energy. It can even raise your core body temperature, which is the exact opposite of what your body needs to do to fall asleep. You're basically forcing your body to choose, should I digest or should I recover? And you absolutely want it focused on recovery.
All right, we're 2 hours out from bedtime, and we've hit our next big rule. All work stops. And I mean all of it. No more checking those last-minute emails. No more planning tomorrow's to-do list. As of right now, you are officially off the clock.
The reason this is such a game changer is that you have to create a buffer zone for your mind. You need to give it time to wind down. This lets your stress hormones, especially cortisol, which is basically your body's daytime alert hormone, to naturally decrease. If you work right up until the moment you close your eyes, your brain just stays firing in that alert mode, making it almost impossible to get that deep, restorative sleep you need.
Okay, we're down to the final hour. At the 1 hour mark, it's time for the big one. No more screens. All of them go dark. Your phone, the TV, your tablet, they all get turned off. And you know what? Ideally, you put them in another room entirely.
Look, this isn't just about willpower. This is pure biology. That blue light coming from our screens is an incredibly powerful signal that literally tricks your brain into thinking it's still the middle of the day. And when that happens, it directly shuts down the production of your body's natural sleep hormone, melatonin. Darkness. That is the crucial biological signal your brain needs to start making melatonin and get your body ready for rest. And that brings us to our final number, 0. Now, this might just be the hardest rule of them all, but it is without a doubt one of the most important. 0 is the number of times you are allowed to hit the snooze button in the morning.
So why is hitting snooze so bad for you? Well, it creates this thing called sleep inertia. Every single time you hit that button and drift back to sleep, you're starting a brand new sleep cycle that you have absolutely no chance of finishing. This just fragments your sleep and throws your brain into a state of total confusion, and that is what causes that awful, groggy, I feel more tired than before feeling. By hitting snooze, you are literally choosing to feel worse.
Okay, so let's put it all together one more time. Here's a quick recap of the entire 10-3-2-1-0 system. Remember, 10 hours before bed, no more caffeine. 3 hours out, no big meals or alcohol. 2 hours out, all work stops. 1 hour before bed, no more screens. And of course, in the morning, 0. And I mean 0 times hitting that snooze button. So after you've followed all these rules, what's the actual payoff? Well, it's nothing less than the complete and total transformation of your mornings.
This right here is the difference we're talking about. You go from that before state, we all know it, the grogginess, the fatigue, the brain fog, to the after state, waking up feeling genuinely refreshed, having high energy, and feeling that sharp mental clarity from the second your feet hit the floor.
All right, now we get to the most important part, because knowing all this is one thing, but it's really time to put this into action.
So here it is, the challenge, and the promise that comes right along with it. Don't just take my word for it. Try this protocol for just 3 days. That's it. The promise is that you will fall asleep faster, you'll wake up feeling truly refreshed, and you will have double the energy to power through your entire day.
So the final thought I really want to leave you with is this. Are you ready to master your sleep and in turn master your life? I mean, just think about it for a second. What could you truly accomplish if you started every single day feeling completely and totally charged up?